myself, I always look at it from the perspective of an entire family. And because if 90% of the people that are going to participate won't be able to surf that perfect wave that'll be in the outside barreling. And therefore you need to appeal to that 90% and make an aspirational lifestyle development, which is much, much more than the wave itself. But with that said, you need the wave to begin with. Without having the perfect wave, you won't get the buy-in from the core surfer who you want, which is that pro, that very high proficiency level of expertise. But you have to have these scales of waves that are going to allow the aspirational aspects to create the money to pay for everything. That's the bottom line. It's one thing. It's the image. You got to get the photo. You got to get that shot which people can go, wow. That's why. It's real simple. If you don't have the wow shot, you'll never get that buy-in. And some of it's fabricated, some of it's real. The more real you can make it, the more legitimate and the longer trajectory you would have in the actual development. So for myself, it's trying to have that, legitimacy and the ability to create that, but at the same token be safe, be economically viable, have something that can appeal to those masses. So it's that how you design that facility, then you have to throw in everything into the mix to be a success. Luckily, it's a huge palette, and one can create a spectrum. And it's always like anything in fashion. You can you always go to where people haven't been, but since the field itself is completely undeveloped, I think there's a lot of opportunity to start in a more conventional zone, which in the context of what's already known, namely beach, creating a beach style that would be appealing to the masses. And on one hand you say, well, why do that, Well, it's real simple. It's once again the buy-in of the 90%. That's what you have to sell. And if you can get the moms and the kids and to feel safe and it's clean, that's what's going to keep them coming back. If you don't get that, then economically you won't succeed. So on the one hand, Disney hasn't been around for, their 50+ years, but they have a formula that works, and I think one will find that same formula applies in any setting. It's a venue, and you're dealing with human nature, and you have to appeal to that broad spectrum to succeed financially. No, I think it's absolutely fundamental that you have an entire lifestyle experience that surrounds the core element of the quality surfing wave. That ability to, although, on the one hand, those people that actually ride and are proficient at that, call it your good showcase, primary break, they could care less. But once again, that's not your market. You want to have that understanding of a generational jump and the ability to service all those people in an environment that's going to be, enjoyable. And how do people enjoy it? Well, they're going to think that it's a beach type setting. You want it to look like a beach. You want it to feel like a beach. And I think that's just going to go hand in hand for the bulk of a development like this.